Today is Thursday, September 16. My name is Pastor Anthony, and this is Wilderness Wanderings. Today our text comes from John 15. I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me, and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. These are Jesus' words in John chapter 15, verses 1, 2, and 5. A number of big-name Christian leaders have recently fallen into scandal or abused their positions of leadership by abusing others. We were reminded of that sad story in our devotion again yesterday, that when leaders become isolated enough by their positions of authority to begin to believe that they and not Christ are at the center of the church's story, trouble ensues. But it's not just leaders that fall into this trap. It is incredibly easy for any of us to begin to believe that we, and not Christ, are at the center. In fact, we follow that script pretty faithfully throughout the week. We do our work. We seek to entertain ourselves. We seek to earn enough money to pay our bills. We look out for our family. We do our homework. We keep up our friendships. We wonder about who we are and what we should be doing with our lives. You get the idea. It all gets pretty self-centered after a while. Unless we intentionally take time to focus on God rather than on ourselves. I've been increasingly convinced that Sabbath is just a critical Christian practice and God's gift and invitation to us to put all our relationships back in the right order. The heart of that reality is displayed here in Jesus' words about the vine and the branches. He says rather bluntly that apart from him, we can do nothing. It's only through our connection with Christ that the life-giving sap of his love flows into and through us out into the world around. So, Christ must remain at the center. He's the vine that supports us, not the other way around. But the curious thing that we find in the first verses of this passage is that fruitfulness also requires pruning. I believe God's gift, invitation, indeed command to take a Sabbath is part of his work of pruning the fruitful branches. Sabbath forces us to say no. No to our work, no to appointments on our calendars, no to the needs and desires that pull us into a flurry of us at the center activity. Instead, Sabbath puts God at the center, forcing us to trust that he'll keep the world, our work, and our lives spinning even if we take a break for a day. In that space, we can also then listen to him, worship him, and take time to love and be loved by others in our lives too, because for a day we don't need them to be useful or need to be useful for them. Our relationships are put back in the right order, both in person, I think, and also in our digital world. So the question is, what is God seeking to prune out of your life? Said differently, what do you need to say no to in order to take a true Sabbath this week? As you journey on, go with the blessing of God. May the peace of the Lord Christ go with you, wherever he may send you. May he guide you through the wilderness, protect you through the storm. May he bring you home rejoicing at the wonders he has shown you. May he bring you home rejoicing once again into our doors.